Most people don't lack confidence, they just lack structure. Confidence shows up after structure, not before. It happens to me so often with anyone in life. When you're young, you're going to school, your parents or your guardians, whoever raised you, whatever you had at a daily routine is structure. That brought confidence because you knew at the end of the day that you were going to school, or you had to do this for after school, or maybe you knew that you had to do chores on the weekend, or maybe you knew as you grew up that your friends were going to meet you up somewhere. You knew that everyone had the same schedule. You knew that you had structure in life. But at the same time though, that brought confidence to you. Confidence comes from proof, not hype. So often, more often than not, we want God to show us proof, right? We want God to prove to us that he's real, that he can do the things that he said that he can do. But what we have to realize is that if we do not have structure with the relationship we have with God, if we do not have structure with the relationship we have with ourselves, we must understand that confidence will never come from that. We have to practice. We have to have repetition. We also have to know that structure removes decision fatigue. What we know is that you don't have to continue to make decisions over and over again. You know that the decision was made that this is my routine. This is my structure in this part of my life. And that's going to stop the fatigue. That's going to stop the burnout. Because if you're trying to do something different every single day, if you're trying to start a new business every single day, the business that you started yesterday will not be successful. The business that you start today will not be successful because you're not spending time doing it. You're not spending time adding more structure into what you started, right? Routine creates reliability. You know that if you continue to work on something each and every day or every other day or every week, you know that you're putting some time aside to work on something, to gain something, to access something, to achieve something. You know that that's going to become reliable at some point. You will count on yourself as more reliable. You will count on the things and the people around you as more reliable if you have that routine, if you have that structure added into your life. You don't rise to your confidence. You fall to your structure. You don't gain confidence by just doing random things and not having a path, not having a direction. You gain confidence by knowing and by working and by actually honing the skills that you're trying to better yourself with. So if you know that you are trying to better yourself with writing with both hands, you know that you are becoming more confident with the hand that you're not used to writing with, because you're doing what? Practicing it. You're creating routine with just using the offhand, right? Faith isn't chaos. It's order lived out daily. So you might not always feel like doing the faith thing. You might not always feel like doing the God thing, but you know that it is something that creates order in your life that you have to live out daily. Faith was something that is lived out continuously every day. We are continuously living out faith, especially as we get older, because we are realizing that faith is becoming more of a routine thing for us. It's because we do not know what's going to happen the next day, but we must have faith at some point in time that it will all work out in our, right? In our turn, right? And on our side, it will balance the tables will turn to our side. We will continue to do things the right way. But you have to have routine. You have to have structure. The confidence doesn't come from you just waking up one day and if you want to be a better football player, you're catching, one ball a day. No, you're catching 1,000 balls a day. You're catching 100 balls a day, whatever. And if you want to get better with one hand, you're catching with right hand first. And then you're going to do the left hand first. Each one with the same amount of reps. Each one to gain the same amount of confidence. Each one to have the same amount of structure. When you create structure in your life, when you have routine in your life, it is creating a path. It is creating a segue to what you need to be doing to where you're trying to go. It's not just go with the flow all the time. Yes, that is a thing. Yes, that is a saying, but it's not always the way of life that you're supposed to go. If you have structure, if you have routine, if you know what you're going to do the next day, God willing, right? Especially if you wake up and you're healthy and everything like that. If nothing changes from the day before, know that at least you know you have routine. At least you know you have structure. At least you know you don't have to keep making different decisions each and every day, which is causing mental fatigue, which is causing emotional distress, which is causing certain things. But you are knowing that routine actually creates balance. It creates credibility. It creates a reliability. And it also creates success down the line. So this year, starting today, right? Let's have more structure. Let's have more reliability in ourselves. Let's have more routine. So create that. Start it up, because it's not about the hype. It's actually about the clothes. It's actually about the proof. It's actually about the results that you get from being confident and being routine, right? So at the end of the day, know that confidence isn't just built overnight. It's built through routine. It's built through structure. It's built through repetition. And it's also built through faith. I appreciate y'all for catching me on this one, bro. Make sure that you know that you are loved, blessed, and that you please can like, comment, and subscribe on the video, on the channel, man. And hopefully y'all catch me on the next one.